Deep in the darkest winter night, here with my candle burning, cozy and warm inside the light, now that the year is turning. What does the future hold in store? Where has our journey brought us? How can we learn from what's gone before? What has experience taught us? We are the future. We can reach for the stars. We feel at home in our own backyard. We want to be who we are. Friendship will light the darkest hours. True love will hold the vision. Peace and goodwill on earth is ours. Let it be our decision.
So the shortest day came, and the year died, and everywhere down the centuries of the snow-white world came people singing, dancing, to drive the dark away. They lighted candles in the winter trees. They hung their homes with evergreen. They burned beseeching fires all night long to keep the year alive. And when the New Year's sunshine blazed awake, they shouted, reveling. Through all the frosty ages, you can hear them echoing behind us. Listen, listen, listen.
Heart of creation, lover of shadow and light, sing us the songs of a billion stars, silently all through the night. Deep in the darkest winter night, here with my candle burning, cozy and warm inside the light, now that the year is turning. Feel how the year is turning. La 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 la.
All the long echoes sing the same delight, this shortest day. As promise wakens in the sleeping land, they carol, feast, give thanks, and dearly love their friends and hope for peace. And so do we, here, now, this year and every year. Welcome, Yule. My name is Brianna Haggerty. This evening is proudly presented on a love offering basis. A giving code will appear on your screen throughout the evening, and a vessel has been placed on the table in the back of the room for any gifts you might choose to leave. Also found on the table is a card designed for your further reflection and conversation. If you didn't receive one upon entry and would like one, you're welcome to get one now. For those who walked the labyrinth before this presentation, we thank you. Please know that Ohio's largest labyrinth, located directly behind this room, will remain open to you on a self-guided basis following this evening's presentation as well. For now, we encourage you to make yourself available to yet another celebration of light on this, the night the sun stood still. In the spirit of the evening, we ask that you hold your applause throughout. Thank you.
dark wood fell before me, and all the paths were overgrown. When the priest of pride say there is no other way, I tilled the sorrows of stone. I did not believe because I could not see, though you came to me in the night. When the dawn seemed forever lost, you showed me your love in the light of the stars. Cast your eyes on the ocean, cast your soul to the sea. When the dark night seems endless, please remember me. When the mountain rose before me by the deep well of desire, from the fountain of forgiveness, beyond the ice and the fire, cast your eyes on the ocean, cast your soul to the sea. When the dark night seems endless, please remember me. Though we share this humble path alone, how fragile is the heart. Who give these clay feet wings to fly, to touch the face of the stars. Breathe life into this feeble heart, lift this mortal veil of fear. Take these crumbled hopes etched with tears, we'll rise above these earthly cares. Cast your eyes on the ocean, cast your soul to the sea. When the dark night seems endless, please remember. Please remember me. 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 Please remember. Long-awaited darkness falls, casting shadows on the walls. In the twilight hour I am alone, sitting near the fireplace, dying embers warm my face. In this peaceful solitude, all the outside world subdued, everything comes back to me again in the gloom, like an angel passing through my room. Half awake and half in dreams, seeing long forgotten scenes. So the present runs into the past, now and then become entwined, playing games within my mind, like the embers as they die. Love was one prolonged goodbye, and it all comes back to me tonight in the gloom, like an angel passing through my room. I close my eyes and my twilight images go by. All too soon, like an angel passing through my room. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though he will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. Woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go That was my voice you heard last night by the river, in the wind that stirred the grass and whispered when you passed. That was my voice you heard. Neither wind nor bird, that was my heart you heard last night by the river, making thunder through the land, shaking earth where you did stand. That was my heart you heard. Neither wind nor bird, that was my blood you heard last night by the river, pouring into your heart's lake, running redder for your sake. That was my blood you heard in the moonlight through the pines, in the deepest part of night. My heart called your name last night by the river. White are the far-off fields, and white the fading forests grow. The wind dies out amongst the tides, dancer still the snow. A gathering weight on roof and tree falls down scarce audibly. The meadows and far-shaded streams lie still without a sound, like some soft minister of dreams. The snowfall puts me around in wood and water, earth and air. Silence is everywhere. Save when it lonely spells, some farmer sleighs urged on, with rustling runners and sharp bells, swings by me and is gone. From the empty space I hear a sound remote and clear, the barking of a dog to cattle is sharply pewed, born echoing from some wayside stall or barnyard far afield. Then all is silent and the snow falls settling soft and slow. The evening deepens and the gray folds closer, earth to sky. The world seems so shrouded, so far away. Its noise is sleep and I, as secret as yon married stream, plod dumbly on and dream. I dream, I dream, I dream, I dream, I
Solstice. It's a word derived from the Latin sol, meaning sun, and sistera, meaning to stand still. So for those of us gathered in the northern hemisphere on this December 21st, 2025, it might be said that we gather on this, the night the sun stands still. We gather to acknowledge the end of a deepening darkness and to welcome the beginning of a lengthening light, as our ancestors have done for millennia well predating the Judeo-Christian tradition. Now, over those millennia, the rituals of these ancient peoples, they have included, evergreens to acknowledge that while life might get buried beneath cold and dark for a season, life is never lost. Lights, whether Yule logs in the fields or candles in the homes, lights to anticipate the return of their Sun King, and of course, gift giving as an affirmation of the ample bounty of the new season, and of course, parties and gatherings to celebrate all of it. So if rituals which include evergreens and lights and gift giving and parties, well, if these sound familiar to you, they should. Even the Christmas tree to my left speaks to our ancient ancestors who decorated Yule trees with handmade ornaments affirming the magic of the season. Now, specific to this evening, the rituals of these ancient peoples included the Yule loaf. It is a braided loaf. It is circular in shape. Even the dances in the pagan traditions are often performed in circles. It's a shape reminiscent of, well, what? It's reminiscent of the sun itself. So the Yule loaf, by virtue of its shape alone, speaks to hope. It speaks to optimism associated with the promise of a coming light. So if rituals of hope, even optimism associated with the promise of a coming light, well, if these sound familiar to you, they should. And specific to this evening, the rituals of these ancient peoples included wassail, the same wassail that would be used to douse the trees and the crops, to affirm the presence of new beginnings, awakening even beneath the snows of winter. It is a faith of sorts so compelling that it would be celebrated by going door to door. And by doing what? Well, by singing songs and by lifting a glass. So if rituals, which would affirm the presence of new beginnings, awakening even beneath the circumstances of life, a faith of sorts so compelling that it would be celebrated by gathering with loved ones. Maybe you're even with a loved one this evening. So compelling that it would be celebrated by gathering with loved ones, by singing a song, and by lifting a glass. Well, they should. Now, these ancient peoples from whom these rituals arose, they considered themselves not apart from, but to be existent within nature. They believed that whatever wisdom nature demonstrated out there, it was likely a pretty solid wisdom for the living of a life right here. So it makes perfect sense that this particular night, this tipping point between the end of a deepening darkness and the beginning of a lengthening light, it makes perfect sense that this would be ritualized in grand fashion indeed. Now, I'm looking at those gathered here tonight, dear Karen and Michelle, and I'm thinking, we might need some more wassail. I don't know. What I'd like to promise you is that this is, of course, church appropriate wassail this evening. Now, it seems to me that while we have done pretty well at capturing many of the trappings of these early traditions, we have often lost much of their spirit. We've kept the evergreens, but we've lost their promise of resilience. We've kept the candles, but we've lost that spirit of hope. We've kept the gifts, but we've lost their suggestions of plenty. We've kept the ornaments, but we have all too often lost their affirmations of magic. We eat the bread, but not always with much hope. And we lift the glass, but not always with so much faith. So it's my hope. It is my hope that on an evening such as this, we might rekindle or recapture some of that spirit that's been lost. Now, if this speaks to you, no need to show me any hands, but if this speaks to you, we've prepared a Yule loaf and wassail for you to do just that. So if you want to participate, in just a minute, here's what will happen. I will release you to come forward, and your job is really quite simple. Michelle will hand you a napkin, and you'll take a piece of Yule loaf. Karen will hand you a cup of wassail, and at that point, you do not eat it, and you do not drink it, but you return to your seat and remain standing and await further instructions. How did I do? Was I clear this evening? So you understand your task. For those who choose to participate, you are invited to come forth and grab a piece of Yule loaf and a cup of wassail. Please begin now. There is no order to the coming forth. You may sit until we're ready to begin. Those of you who are standing, relax, relax. We have about 1,000 people still in line, I think. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Wow, we did it. So before you stand, and while your hands are full, if you're like me, you've had at least one moment this evening of gratitude. So before we stand and continue with our ritual, let's hold those who made an evening such as this possible, whether those who welcomed you to the amazing labyrinth, those who cut papers, those who baked bread, who may or may not be on this very platform with me, those who served, those who welcomed, those who made music. Let's just pause for a moment of gratitude. We start with the bread. If you will stand, please. Now, whether celebrated as Yule or Christmas, it does not matter. The invitation of this evening is that may this ritual remind us of this as a season of hope, even a season of optimism associated with the promise of a coming light. And if you would like to rekindle such an ancient understanding in you this year, this is the time that we eat the bread. Please do so now. Now, in the tradition of wassail, when a host shouts wassail, what happens is that a guest, and that's you, a guest responds with the affirmation, drink hail. May I hear it, please? Drink hail. Now, loosely translated, this means drink and be whole. And following that affirmation, the guest takes a sip. So whether celebrated as Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, the invitation of this evening is that this ritual might remind us of this as a season of new beginnings, awakening even beneath the circumstances of life. It's a faith of sorts so compelling that it would be celebrated by gathering with loved ones, singing a carol and lifting a glass. If this is an ancient understanding that you would have rekindled in you this year, what will happen is that I will say wassail 3 times, and each time you are invited to find the eyes of a different person, to lift your glass, and to respond by saying, drink hail. Let's practice one time, don't drink. I will say wassail, you will lift a glass. We will do this 3 times, beginning now. Wassail. Wassail. Wassail.
All is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Please be seated.
The thundering waves are calling me home, home to you. The pounding sea is calling me home, home to you. On a dark New Year's night on the west coast of Clare, I heard your voice singing. Your eyes danced the song Your hands played the tune. 'Twas a vision before me. We left the music behind, and the dance carried on as we stole away to the seashore. We smelled the brine, felt the wind in our hair, and with sadness you paused. Suddenly I knew that you'd have to go. Your world was not mine, your eyes told me so. Yet it was there I felt the crossroads of time, and I wondered why. As we cast our gaze on the tumbling sea, a vision came o'er me of thundering hooves and beating wings in clouds above, turning to go as you call out my name, like a bird in a cage, spreading its wings to fly. The old ways are lost, you sang as you flew, and I wondered why. The thundering waves are calling me home, home to you. The pounding sea is calling me home, home to you. The thundering waves are calling me home, home to you. The pounding sea is calling me home, home to you. May it be an evening star shines down upon you. May it be when darkness falls, your heart will be true. You walk a lonely road. Oh, how far you are from home. More the shadows call, will fly away. May it be your journey on to light the day. When the night is overcome, you may rise to find the sun. Morning, you truly believe, and you will find your way. Morning, along to our promise lives within you now. Our promise lives within you Come see high above. Come see high in the heavens a new star shining bright. Out of the darkness comes a light. Come hear midnight chimes. Come hear bells that are ringing, and from some distant shore sounds of a journey echo on. This is the night, they say. Everyone wants a dream. This is the night, they say. Nothing is as it seems. Come, sleep, close your eyes. Come, sleep, give me your sorrow, and I'll keep watch for you until the dawn is breaking through, until the morning wakens you. Come, dream through the night. Come, dream, and then tomorrow you'll see Dreams are more precious